To this lesson. So today we're talking about replacing drum sounds or enhancing drum sounds. So today we're going to be using Avid's SoundReplacer. So if we go to avid.com, you go to the plugins tabs, you can see all the plugins that come with your subscription. So just this basic Pro Tools. So this is the Avid Complete plugin bundle right here. So if you look down in the modulation and effects tab, you'll see, if you keep going, you'll see that SoundReplacer comes with the standard Pro Tools. And so you might have to install it in order to use it on your systems. So if we click there, we can actually come down to the bottom and download the latest and greatest. So 2018.8 is that last revision for the Mac. Alright, so download that and install that, and it'll show up in your audio suite. So let's go back into Pro Tools. If we pull up our audio suite, we should see it in Other, SoundReplacer. And so this is what we're working with here today. Alright, so let's take a listen to the track briefly. So this is Actions, the band Actions, 1 Minute Smile. I'll upload this into Canvas so you guys can take a look at it, but it's one of the free multi-track files that come with, that you can download from the Cambridge site. So I'll put a link there as well. So here we go, let's take a listen.
You hold my hand as you look around. You kiss me quick, I don't make a sound. You look at me as though you see right through me, through me. We walk in silence, what's happened now? 1 minute smile now.
So right off the bat, we hear that this track was designed to be replaced. So it's pretty much just the beater, just the tag, so that we can begin to add our own drum samples. All right, so that kick. So the transients are pretty sharp. It's going to be easy to replace. And so this is a great example to demonstrate this. So let's take a look at SoundReplacer. We're going to start over here to the left. And so here we have 3 thresholds where we can actually add individual sounds. So this works well if you might have like a stereo track that's just, kick, snare, and you might have a couple tone fills or something like that. This guy will actually allow you to separate those by transients. So what you'll do first is select the track that you want to edit. There's a little dead space in the beginning of this track, so let's kind of shuffle a little bit through the middle or center so we can see the transients. So if we bring down this first threshold, we can tighten that up. Then we have access to the second threshold, and then the third threshold. So you can see how you can load in different samples to actually accommodate different thresholds. You might even want to do, one sample that has multiple, attacks, or like a medium hit, a hard hit, or a soft hit, and kind of adjust for those different transients. But just for the sake of this example today, we're just going to use that first threshold. So I'm just going to tighten it up till I get all those attacks, because this guy was done great. All we're pretty much getting is the drum kicks. So now we're going to hit this little disc icon to load in our samples. All right, so let me find the sample that I want. I know where it is. It's on this hard drive. It's in my audio. No. My drivers and installers. It's in my slate plugins, my triggers. There we go, my trigger samples. The one. That's the one I want. All right, so now what I'm going to do is just simply, wait, before I do that, I'm going to duplicate this track. So Shift Option D to duplicate. And so I'm just going to do KSP for Kit SoundReplacer. All right. And so now I'm gonna render this guy. But wait, before I render, there's a couple things. So we have a wet dry blend right here. So if you want to blend the two different sounds together, we don't. So we want it 100% wet. And so that's how we toggle the mix on and off. And then the dynamic section is kind of like a compressor or expander. 1-to-1 would give you pretty much that performance. Drag it to the left, it's going to be pretty much compressed. To the right, it's going to expand the track a little bit. So I'm going to option click to set it back to 1-to-1. And now let's render this guy. And so now you see that this kit track has now been replaced. So let's take a listen. Versus
Sound you. What's happened now? 1 minute smile, now it's only frowns. I'm so confused. Once we were so strong, so strong.
all right, instantly better.